My ex-wife and I finalized our divorce 1 month ago. She was horrible to me. I lost whatever feelings and respect I had for her. Then we found out she was pregnant, she had a blood panel done and she was positive for STD. She blasted me in public about cheating on him, she wouldn't listen to reason. Then I just told her that, yes, I cheated on her. I made up a story about a one-night stand with a stranger when I was at my friend's wedding. She asked me to leave and I did. She got another test and she was found negative. So first one was a false positive. She broke no contact to tell me that. After that we didn't really talk, except through lawyers. She threw a tantrum when I challenged paternity of the child and was not very cooperative in divorce but didn't try to screw me over, so that's that. This Friday she started crying and demanding answers as to how I could look at my child's face when I did what I did. I told her I never really cheated on her, I just wanted to get away from her, that's the only reason I admitted to it. I mostly thought that she would not believe me but she actually did. Now she has been having a mental breakdown. She has been cursing me sometimes and want us to work out sometimes. She is even involving my family, which by the way refused to speak to me and now suddenly want to convince me how lucky I am that she wants me back. I don't get it, she treated me horribly, she got to put the blame of divorce on me, I have lost friends and she hasn't, my family won't speak to me but will speak to her. And my family, I would have actually considered their advice as they didn't abandon me and now they think they can tell me what is best for me. That's not how it's supposed to work. Am I wrong in wanting to be left alone? I am happy, I pay my bills, I don't bother anyone, I try to be respectful to others. They all treat me bad but still want me to listen to them. My ex-wife, my family, think I am a bad person but don't leave me alone. The following tell. Now, I've lived through an actual abusive relationship with my son's father. I can give very clear examples. When I was pregnant, I had hyperemesis gravidium, meaning I was violently sick my entire pregnancy. I needed to plan my own blood transfusions at delivery because my iron levels were so low that I had a hard time staying conscious. On a way to one of my appointments, I asked him to pull over so I could puke, and he told me that I better not puke all over the car, but refused to pull over, so while the vehicle was moving. I opened the door and ended up puking all over the door and side of the car. He yelled about me for 45 minutes, called me names, and forced me to clean the entire car. When we went to visit his family, as we were leaving, I started to feel like I was going to faint, so I tried to rush out, collapsed at the door. When I came to, I vomited everywhere. And he played a caring partner role in front of his family, and then yelled at me in the car on the way home for embarrassing him. He cancelled his own phone plan and forced me to let him use mine, and often left me in isolation with no means of contacting anyone. He used things he found on my phone to make me feel like a toxic partner. He totaled my vehicle, so I had to rely on him for transportation. I lost my job because he would forget about my shifts, had my phone so I couldn't call in, and had all the money, so I couldn't take a bus or cab to work. When my sister came to visit one time, he was playing music too loud, so I asked if he could turn it down a bit so I could talk to my sister. And he threw me losing my job and him having to pay the bills in my face. When I caught him messaging other women, we got into a big fight. I threw the ring he gave me at his head, tried to leave with my at the time newborn, and he beat me so badly. I thought I was going to die. He broke my elbow, twisted my ankle, fractured the bone around my eye socket, dragged me by my hair and forced me to look at my own broken face in the mirror and told me I deserved it for trying to leave. He also told the cops my sister was the one that attacked me. I have so many more examples of ways he was abusive. If someone were to ask for examples, those would be some of the few I'd give. Now, I know the physical abuse isn't that common in abusive relationships, but he didn't get physical with me until after I ended the relationship. Before that, he was just abusive in every other meaning of the word. He made leaving him an impossible task because he'd systematically get my loved ones to resent me and isolate me. He made me dependent on him, and baby trapped me. But, to a degree, I had allowed it to go as far as it did because I didn't want a broken family. I thought that with patience, love, and understanding would be enough to get him to treat me the way I wanted him to. I thought we would have had the life I dreamed about, so I ignored a lot of red flags, allowed him to disrespect me, didn't enforce boundaries. And by the time I realized there was no saving our relationship, I was already in really deep, and I didn't know how to escape, because I became a prisoner in my own home. So, my thought here is, you're more on the side of my son. You don't want to take accountability in your role in the breakdown of your marriage. Maybe she was mean because you didn't listen to her cries for help. Maybe her explosions over nothing were because she kept trying to communicate with you her issues. And you just looked at the problem and went, I don't see an issue, even though she kept showing it to you. I don't know, I wasn't there, nor am I a part of your relationship. But as someone who's been through a lot of trauma, I know other people's actions aren't my fault, choice, or responsibility, but we all play a role in the bad relationships we get ourselves into. Thanks for watching, come back again.